Hello, everyone, and welcome to ROKStudios. I'm Stan Miller. I'm the PR and Analyst Relations Manager for Rockwell Automation in the EMEA region. And I'm joined today by two guests. First, I'd like to introduce Rodrigo Alves. He is the Sustainability and Energy Management Manager in EMEA for Kalypso. Rodrigo, welcome.
Absolutely. Thank you for the opportunity.
And also joining me today is Ganesh Iyer. He is the Chief Technology Officer for Knowledge Lens. Ganesh, welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Gentlemen, today we are here to discuss the topic of reducing your Scope 1, 2, and 3 emissions with digitalization. So this is a great topic. I think folks are going to be very interested. So I'm just going to jump right in. Okay? So, Rodrigo, if I could ask you first, how have you seen net zero targets and decarbonization targets influence manufacturers' strategies toward sustainability?
Yeah, absolutely. So, in many ways, I would say, right? I think, firstly, it's important to point out that we're living this new, this net zero era, right? Age where probably beginning of the 2000s, we have an initial wave of sustainability. Sustainability, became a known topic, but companies weren't really like taken very seriously. Now, probably in the last like 5 years ish, we're seeing a completely shift in the scenario, right? And this is given the net zero and decarbonization targets, right? Companies are setting strong and serious commitments, and this is driving completely a change on how companies are looking to their operations and putting sustainability as central to how they want to change their operations, generally speaking, but also from a longevity standpoint and how they see sustainability being part of a crucial aspect on how they're going to grow as a business, right? So, in terms of how, what we see is that we have decarbonizations, net zero targets, right? And then from there, companies in different industries, the most diverse industries, they're looking to how they can tactically tackle this on a factory standpoint across the organization, right? So how they can put in central in terms of projects and initiatives, energy savings, emission savings, how they can use digital as well to monitor and reduce their overall emissions, right? And there's really many aspects that this is completely shifting how companies operate. And I think as a last point I want to say is that really, regardless if it's a large organization or a small company, right? This is affecting the whole industry scenario. Like every company right now has a sustainability agenda, because even if you're a small or medium organization, you need to have a sustainability agenda so that you can make business with larger organizations, right?
That is such important context. Thank you for that. Ganesh, let me ask you, from your perspective, what are the important foundational steps that companies need to achieve to achieve some of these goals that we're talking about?
Yeah. So when we say foundational, especially in digital, just to add on to what Rodrigo said, you're looking at probably two broad digital initiatives or digital solutions. One is obviously not looking at emissions or carbon reduction as just a point solution, but an integrated sustainability and energy management play. That is, I would say, one foundational digital solution. And an extension to that is obviously net zero accounting and reporting for that, right? So the way that I think companies want to do that, you want to look at digital solutions, leverage, this for taking care of monitoring data, reporting data, but not just stop at that. It lays a foundation for bringing in advanced analytics, machine learning, AI, to then help make recommendations to your organization on how do you improve your emission targets at every stage of your value chain, and then progressively move towards energy efficiency and meeting your goals, right? So that is what will help companies adopt their digital journey and move from there.
All right. Rodrigo, let me ask you, how pivotal is digitalization in addressing scopes 1, 2, and 3 emissions?
Very pivotal. So first of all, I'd like to share, Kalypso did a survey recently where we interviewed sustainability leaders across different industries. And one of the questions was how important they think digital it is for the achievement of their sustainability and decarbonization targets. And 96% roughly responded that digital is either important or vital for them to achieve their targets, right? Which really shows that it is really essential. Now, when we think of like scope 1, 2, and 3, I see two angles, right? The first angle, like scope 1 and 2, digital comes as crucial not only from a reporting standpoint, so that you can understand emissions, bringing with the context of production, so integrating different data sets, and also be able to explore like machine learning and AI to identify where are the best opportunities for cutting emissions, right, and also obtaining savings through this process. And the second angle, it is the scope 3, right? And that one, digital is absolutely essential because it's all about exchanging data across the value chain, be able to absorb and generate data through suppliers, vendors. And to be honest, it's impossible to achieve net zero on scope 3 without digital. Digital comes as a key foundation piece of this puzzle.
Rodrigo, thank you for that. All right. So, last question, and Ganesh, if I could throw this one at you. How can business generate tangible value by integrating their data to reduce these emissions?
Yeah, so I think we all totally understand that the whole value chain from raw materials production all the way till distribution. That's a really complex process. So the business ask and mandate now is not to just do production efficiently, but also take the environmental goals in mind, right? So these are some very complex decisions, and without digital, this is super hard to kind of achieve that, right? So what we are seeing and recommending is to adopt digital solutions that can help with these trade-offs. So business and decision makers can use digital solutions to intelligently make those trade-offs, and at the same time start their journey. So they could start the journey with things like energy audits, but they shouldn't just stop there as a one point solution. You kind of extend it and say that I want to have a holistic view, look at an integrated sustainability, energy management, use digital solutions to kind of overall monitor and improve your efficiency through the complete value chain, right? So that I think is the way forward, and that will definitely help meet the decarbonization goals. And a good starting point for that obviously is to do monitoring of your metrics, and that's the way forward.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for your time in the studio today. It's been a great discussion, so thank you very much.
All right,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
And thank you for watching. If you'd like to learn more about industrial automation and digital transformation, visit www.rockwellautomation.com.